knowing that there is an energy that is seeking to find those of us who are awakened, who are resonating at higher levels of frequency, who see things as they really are, as opposed to how they're being shown to us, the illusion. And it's interesting because if you were to play the game hide and seek, assuming that there's a home base and that you had to get there before the person counting found you, you could relate that back to the idea that we are all trying to reach this sense of home, safety, consistency, where we're free of the suffering, where we're free of the struggle and the challenges. And you have to ask yourself, what does home base look like to you? Is that an actual place for you? Is that a place within yourself? Is that a connection that you visualize somewhere? For me, I would say that it's all of those things. That through knowing yourself and connecting with all that is, so a higher source, which I believe to be, I visualize that as the sun, is the core of the source. So us going internally to connect in a way that is very elevating, releasing. And I want to get there before the dark, dense energy that is seeking all who are awakened, so that it can blanket and weigh us down, finds us. And that this period of time is the quiet time. The time where we hold our awareness very close to us, our knowing, our intuition. And we believe and know that we're about to be picked up in a collective high frequency that has been innately supporting us and guiding us and moving us where we need to be. And that's a good feeling. Hi, and welcome back. Thanks for popping in. It is November the 16th, 2025. Have you ever played hide and seek, the game, as a child, or maybe as an adult you felt like you were in a hide and seek position where someone was trying to find you, someone you did not want to find you, and that you had to actively make yourself invisible? Well, I think that that's what the energy is right now. That those of us who are awakened and those of us who are resonating from a very different frequency of awareness and knowing are laying low. And not in the sense of fear or concern, but out of a higher intelligence. One that knows and trusts this awareness that things are shifting and manifesting, and that we need to be patient a little bit longer while this frequency catches up, while the pendulum that has swung swings back to balance. So hold tight. Know you're not alone. And know that it is all working out in our highest good. And in the game hide and seek, the whole purpose is to remain invisible while someone else tries to find you, seeking you out, being very calculating, thinking about where you might be, what you might be doing, where you might be hiding. That's how this energy has been feeling. It's been feeling, and here is our crow, it has been feeling as though those of us who have awakened, those of us who have not been fully exposing our innate gifts, our abilities, we have been keeping those to ourselves, offering little bits here and there. But really the key is that we're being very mindful. We're taking it all in. We are watching the construct of what we believe our world to be implode. We aren't seeking to fix anything. We are not taking over for someone. We're allowing others what we required to get where we are, which is to move through the process at our speed, at our necessary frequency. And when you take a moment to acknowledge that, instead of wondering and allowing your brain to just take off and to run old systems that you don't even realize are going in the background, you pause and you notice and you say, there's a reason for this. There's a reason for this withdrawal, because it's not isolation how I see it. It's those who've awakened have come out, and we are in our positions where we're meant to be. And we're observing, we're noticing, we're taking it all in. And we recognize that there is a lower frequency that is seeking us out, that it is seeking to stifle the rise. Because once the rise happens completely, you can never go back. As we know, as awakened beings, in seeing the systems and structures that we have been functioning within, that there's no possible way for you to return to that. There's no possible way. Everything in your core soul knowing will not allow that. when I first started to really come back online, there was this constant message, story, image, knowing that moving away from what we always have known requires us to fully step into this frequency without knowing what is coming next, without any reassurances, without any external validations. And we may have little moments where we feel reassured, where we feel comforted, where we feel supported, where we feel like we're on track. Absolutely. I've had many of those that have sustained me in this movement. But not surrounded with people who have any clue or understanding of what you're going through. They don't have the experience. They don't have the internal pull or knowing. And for me, the big thing is that money is a construct. And in the matrix, as we've identified, because again, many different layers of infinite possibilities of reality, money is a currency. It is a frequency. And everything within that realm is exchanged for it. And so we often awaken and then we lose sight of this message that has been pulling us. And for me, it's been pulling me saying to disengage from this exchange of my precious commodity of self, soulful self, for something that does not exist. It does not exist. If I choose to live in a different paradigm, in a different way, where the currency is more about collaboration, connection, than it is about siphoning one from another to boost one at the expense of others. That is this paradigm where we call that money, and we're taught that from a very early age. But that is the thing to strive for. That is the thing to achieve. That is the thing that we should put in a bank where we never see it, where someone else uses it, where then you're taxed on if you want it. At no point is that currency ever yours. Your energy is yours. Your frequency is yours. And that's all great to say when we continue to live in this realm that requires money, that requires that exchange of self, pieces of ourself constantly just being drawn from us with nothing given in return, just more demanded. And that is such a challenge, to continue to have faith and believe that there is something greater than this, from where everything is birthed and created. And yet we're here trying to make our way to this place that we don't even know where it is, that we just have to trust and have faith, and yet the suffering continues. Not having enough money to pay your bills, your rent, to feed your family. And so in this game of hide and seek, I think that that is such a big piece of it. It's managing our way silently, positioning ourselves so that we are not highlighting anything that can be stifled or suffocated. Because the time is so close, and I say time loosely, but the time is so close to when we will not choose our light being shone, those who are awakened. It'll be like a switch that gets flicked on. And the darkness will disappear. And the suffering and the challenges and the power over. It's all in how you see this game of hide and seek. Because so many of us are literally hidden in plain sight. Our frequency is so high and so powerful, it's impossible for those who are at this dense, low frequency to even see it, recognize it, feel it, sense it. So hold your course. Hold your course. Trust that whatever is shifting and becoming, those who are seeking to find you, to channel and change you into something that no longer exists, will be over. That possibility will not exist. We've transitioned too far for that to happen. And right now we're just waiting for the wave to catch up, waiting to be picked up. And those who couldn't see will not be able to look the other way. Thanks for watching, everyone. And until next time, stay safe, stay connected, and we'll see you really soon.